Hi. So, random. Maybe I should introduce myself again, but I don't have anything really exciting to say this time. I just put on makeup, so I have to say something. Get that hair on my face. So, I got into a little tiff with one of the staff here. Oh, I am Celeste Kirby. I didn't finish my thought there. I live in an assisted living because shit happens and I can't really take care of myself anymore. It's unfortunate. I got into a tiff with one of the staff here because I got mad at her last week and then we were cool, and then for whatever reason the sight of her just pissed me off and I got all mad at her. And she called me out on my bullshit and I wasn't ready to hear it. But then the next day I was like, yeah, I was out of line. So I Facebook messaged her, noticed that she'd unfriended me, and I was like, I don't even care. But I was out of line and I can't let that stand. So I apologized to her. And I wasn't really expecting a response. And if I got one, I was expecting name calling and all sorts of juvenile stuff. But she actually accepted my apology a lot more graciously than I expected. She was a lot softer than I expected. We're cool now, she and I. She was a lot kinder and more human than I expected. I mean, she is kind, she is human, but she was a lot softer than I expected, and it really took me aback. It took me back. No, aback. I was right the first time. I still have brain fog, which is unfortunate. It took me aback that she was that soft, that approachable, because I hadn't seen that side of her. So while it's unfortunate that I was unkind and lashed out at her, she accepted my apology well. She called me out on my bullshit, as she should have. And no, I didn't immediately accept responsibility, but I did the next day. Because that's what I do when people call me out on my bullshit. If I don't accept responsibility just then. Once Amanda called me out on something and I did accept it just then. And I was like, well, in my defense, I didn't know you were home. She was like, that's your defense? And I was like, well, yeah, kind of a crappy defense, I know. But I didn't know you were home. Yeah, it didn't make it better. She didn't buy it. Well, she did buy that was my defense, but yeah. But this time, I knew I was wrong at the time when she called me out on it, but I was too upset to apologize. And so it took until the next day. And I'm glad I did. And she was a lot softer than I expected. So I guess the whole point of this is let people call you out on your bullshit. Accept responsibility. You might be pleasantly surprised. They might be more gracious than you expected.